And welcome to another episode of The Journey with Bianca. Today with me, I have two artists, but first, we're going to talk about their outfits and who dressed them. So now tell me, gent, about your outfits. Who dressed you? Because you all look amazing. It's like you got it planned.
Yeah. So we dressed out, we fashioned out in a Duma World, man.
Duma World. Tell me about Duma World.
Duma World is a creative amalgamation of fashion. So she takes everything, or the company takes everything from recycled or thrifted materials, and they put it together in a way that makes nothing into a Picasso art piece, like what I got on here.
Yes.
With the pockets, you know. I got pockets for you, for me, and the family. You know,
That's
military
great.
style.
Yeah.
You know, and so I got a little something special as well.
Jacket, you know, I like these pants.
Yeah, they look summery and that.
Like comes off, you know.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, yo, this is dope, man. Some island vibes.
I see the beats on. Are they like sewed on? Amazing. That's dope.
Sewed on.
And you mentioned that you have other artists that have their clothes on. I would love to see them. I'd love to see them show off their work and what they're wearing.
Yeah. We have Crazy in a Duma World suit. I don't even know what adjective to add to it because it is just too unique in its own way. Then we have Black V in a two-piece, you know, alongside a reversible vest.
Yeah.
And we have Blase with, I don't know what material it is.
Yeah,
but
looks...
it resembles something like of suede. And this other special find that the designer found whilst he was thrifting with the pants. And those outfits, I'm telling you.
I'd love to see ladies' clothes. Do they have ladies' clothes? I'd love to see what she could do with the company can do with the ladies' clothes.
Yeah. She has a whole line of women's fashion.
Yeah.
That's what I'd call it. I'm not necessarily sure the terminology, but she has a line for women.
Yeah.
And she actually had a fashion show last year showcasing that. And yo, you should have been there. It was crazy.
Trust me, I'm coming on the next one. Yeah, and then I want you to tell me about if I want to get hold of, if I want to see more of your products, what's happening. Tell me if there's any functions, any events coming up so that people can know about them, so that they can see what other adventures you Duma World have.
For sure. To find us, Duma World on IG, on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, TikTok as well, and at Duma World Customs or Duma World Custom Fashion.
Yeah.
And we have something special coming up on the 31st of August. This is the fashion show to end all fashion shows.
Yeah.
It's going to be at Levels Backpackers. And that already is a culture shock because that venue is mainly bum rushed with a whole lot of foreign people, so you're going to have different people coming through, and that is going to complement the fashion show beautifully because it's going to be a whole lot of different elements that are going to be there. We have bikers, we have skaters,
I cannot wait.
Singers, performers, and it is something to be experienced.
Yeah, that's nice. With that being mentioned, I cannot wait to see the fashion show because I will be present. Now, getting into the stories, I want you to tell me about yourselves. That's where you tell me your names and your journeys, because we are talking about the journey of your artistic world. So tell me, you mentioned your name is Sai. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, my name is Sai,
Yes,
S-A-I. You can call me Sai.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so basically, what do you want to know about?
Everything, your journey of being Sai. What made you Sai? What made you come here? What made you pursue music? Because you told me about you being a musician, everything, the hots, the cold, and the vulnerable moments.
So it started a long time ago, actually. My brother was the inspiration for me doing music.
Oh.
Yeah, my mother sings as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, but none of them pursued it, carried on, you know what I mean? Ma got pregnant with my first brother, so she stopped, you know. So I'm doing it, man.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm doing it
to make the dream come true.
I'm really passionate about it. Like I say, it's more than just the craft. It's more than just music. It's more than just the art.
Especially if your family had it. Trust me, you gotta make it all out.
Yeah, and like where I come from, it's really small. So it's like if you make it out, you're one of those few. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're just pushing, man.
But tell me about that, because you mentioned earlier that you're not from Joburg. You actually came to Joburg like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that. How was that journey for you? How was
so-
that? Yeah.
I came to Joburg like a year and 6 months ago. It was tough, man.
What brought you to Joburg?
The music.
The music.
Yeah. I was back home in the Eastern Cape. It's like 13 hours away. Yeah, I'm a East Coast kid, by the way, from
Yeah.
all the way from the Eastern Cape. So it's like I was there, you know, and yeah.
And you had to come to Joburg because that's where the gold is. That's where artists are. That's where the love of artists is alive.
You know, I realized, man, I woke up and I saw my value. You know what I mean? The potential.
Yeah.
So I came here because I wanted it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More than anything else. Yeah, I dropped out of school for this shit.
Yeah. So you gotta make it work because you gotta make it count for something. I remember when I'm from Polokwane, by the way. So growing up, I was a dancer. I used to dance. I used to hang up with like a group of artists, guys, girls. We used to do stuff. And I noticed that, yes, we're from all individual provinces, but the love is there, but the passion is not enough. And if you don't go out, hunt for what you really want, it's very difficult. So when you come to Joburg, it's where like-minded people are. And you meet people that are in your shoes, people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. And then you get to motivate and push each other, and that's where you actually keep it alive, right?
Music is weird, man. It's like something that music wants you to be with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It takes you away from all of that to have it to yourself. You know what I mean? So music it's a very versatile thing, you know. And besides music, man, I paint as well.
You paint?
I actually am into fashion. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm all versatile.
Really? So tell me about your songs, your upcoming songs. Tell me the genre of your songs, your upcoming songs, how you making it work, and all of those.
Yeah, so I've got one song out on YouTube right now only. We're busy working on new craft at the moment. So yeah, you guys can go check it out. My IG is like X Official.
X Official.
X Official. _X Official.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys can go check it out. Music wise, man, I don't want to speak too much, you know what I mean? Because I still got craft coming, still working. So yeah.
But are you excited? Are you in love with music? I can see it in your eyes.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And then you, sir? You look all cool in those shades.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the future's bright, so I had to bring the
You
shades
know.
to balance the energies, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go by the name of Frank Zulu III. My life has been a crazy one because since a kid, I was around a whole lot of rock stars, poets, musicians, and being introduced to that world by a mother that is very corporate and straightforward to the book was a perplexing thing to experience, because now when you go outside, you see, Brenda Fassi busy there stealing mom's books, trying to know what she's studying.
Nice.
And then now you go and apparently mom's is friends with Simpiwe Dana. So you're there, you're seeing all these awards. But then when you get home, it's books, school, no music, no talent, focus. And that energy still sticks with you because music is life, art is life. And that for me is what I resonated with the most, you know. So from there, I just decided to take music and art seriously.
Yeah.
And that is literally what pushes me to do everything. I literally eat, sleep, and defecate art, you know.
You just
and
breathe art.
literally.
Yeah. Tell me, you mentioned your mother being all specific in books and everything. So are you trying to say she was against you actually adventuring into music or being an artist or whatever? She was, even though she had artists all around her, she didn't like want you to just do music because you're a musician right now, right? Right. Yeah. Tell me about that.
So basically what happened was the music bug bit me, and it started, the infection started festering within me, and my mom noticed that. But due to the fact that
That's
her
a line.
friends, hey man, it's my life. I do this,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But due to the fact that that happened,
Yeah.
and her being friends with all these musicians, and then seeing how the managers would play with them, or how venues would not pay, or how, you know, shady things would happen in the corners, or in the underworld, as she liked to call it, she was very scared for me to be in that environment more than anything. So it was mainly her trying to protect me from being the person that I am now. But hey, man, the music bug bit me. So I couldn't really do anything about it, and there was no cure for it. So I am who I am now. You know?
That's crazy, because your mom grew up around the artists. She actually knew what was happening in the industry. Because I remember with my story, growing up, my parents were both pastors and preachers. So it was difficult for me to actually venture into being an artist. Tuesday church, Wednesday church, Sunday church, Friday youth. I grew up around that environment, and one day I had this opportunity to meet this other guy, and then I ran away, and then it's just a long story, but I'm gonna tell it one day. So one thing I realized, that my mom was supporting me, because she knew that my daughter is an artist. But you know what she said to me, which I think your mom was trying to say? She said, if you're going to venture into music, do it the right way. He said to me, it's either you're gonna go to school for something, or you're gonna go to school for it, and then you do it. So which means, I think our parents are trying to say, if you're not gonna go full hard on it, have something that you're gonna actually like, because we all know that education it's there, and we at some point, should everything fail, something has to back up for that. So I kind of like went to school for art. I was like, okay, fine. So if you want to say go to school, I'm gonna go to school for the same thing. And then I think it's working out for me. Remember, we mentioned hard work, talent, and discipline. That's what gets you the role. So I'm glad that we have people that are actually so passionate to pursue what they love. So tell me your music. What is you didn't mention your genre. I want you to mention your genre and tell me if you know each other, if you guys have collaborated, because I can see your style. It's almost like the same. Can you just tell me about that?
Okay. My style of music is like, I make things you can chill to, you understand?
All right.
Nice vibes, things you can flow to in your car as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I clicked with Zulu, because I don't know, man. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. Still gonna figure it out. If not, bro, it's just amazing.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool. Have you guys collaborated?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the song's out?
Nah, not yet. We literally did this like a few days ago, so it's really fresh.
So tell me, have you ever collaborated with the artists that you work around? Because the Duma world, you're working together. I think it's a house where it's fashion, it's music, it's painting, it's everything. So tell me, have you guys collaborated and created like one song, or music videos that we should look out for?
Yeah. Oh my God, Duma World has helped us out in ways that I can't even express, because Crazy, who was up here earlier, he had a music video that we shot in Slovo, and we had this beautiful gown type of thing made with denim and leather, and that was made by Duma World. So Duma World helped us with the fashion for the music, for the music video itself, and she also helped us connect with videographers as well, so that we can actually make that a thing, from an idea or something that's going to happen soon to a thing that is happening now. She Duma World also helped a lot with bringing us artists together in a way where we don't have to bash or clash egos with each other in the studio. It's mainly a thing where we could come and vibrate on the same wavelength, because we both understand the Duma vision.
Yeah, that's great.
So with collaboration, I've made music with all of the guys that you saw there. Like, at this point, I have 5 mixtapes with 1, 7 mixtapes with 2, a whole album with everybody. It's an amazing journey. Do
you guys just sometimes just freestyle, just sitting around, exchange ideas, freestyle, talk about things? Do you guys do that? Because I remember I used to.
Yeah. It's come to a point where how we work now is we'd wake up, somebody would do the drums, I do the melody, and then from there, somebody else is going to punch in a few lines, I punch in a few lines, because we know that we cannot just sit on a track. So that whole thing of planning and really conceptualizing songs has now been put aside for specific projects like an album or an EP. But the creative process is always flowing to the point where now we've created structures for it to move like a bullet train.
That's great. So would you say, now that you're in this music industry, fashion industry, what would you say is the most different, I don't know how to, like the most different thing about your style? Because we all know that it's 1,000 of us trying to make it in music, 1,000 of us trying to make it in fashion. What would you say your signature is? Yeah.
What makes you stand out?
What makes you stand out?
And I was trying to hold that in. I wanted to give you the light a little bit. Me, the thing that makes me stand out is the versatility that I have. Everybody uses that word a lot, but I was literally introduced to many genres at such a young age, to the point where when I was thinking about music, it wasn't just hip hop or R&B. Like I'd never really thought of myself as that type of person, because when I'm thinking of an instrumental, I'm thinking of rock, of like a rock type of guitar riff, and then I'm thinking of a reggae type of drums, and then I'm thinking I'm a piano type of bass line, and for some reason that made sense to me, and I found a way to make it work with how I do things. And thanks to Duma, I was able to find other producers that also understood that vision and was able to, really polish
it to life.
and bring it to life.
Yeah, we almost came to the end of the show. But first, before, I need to ask you a very personal question, which I'm going to start with. I want you to tell me the hardship of being an artist in the world, in Johannesburg, from your experience. For me, it's having to lose my parents and having to continue with the art. Because sometimes once you lose both your parents, you go into a deep depression and you forget, and sometimes you want to give up. But I had to fight that. So I want you to tell me, what is yours?
Yeah, so basically, I moved to Joburg, like I mentioned, February the 15th last year, and it wasn't easy because I moved here without a plan, you know what I mean? I just knew that I wanted to make music, so I came here without a plan. I ended up staying in a shelter first. From the shelter, I actually stayed in, I don't know if you all know Tembisa. Yeah, I come from there, bro.
We all know Tembisa. What you mean?
So, I'm from Tembi. I've been around a couple places, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But bro, God's good. God's great. You know what I mean? And He's making it work. Every single day is a blessing. I wake up, bro, and it's just amazing, man. Yeah, I can't stress it enough. It's been rough. It's been tough, but it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta keep on pushing.
It's all worth it, man.
Zulu?
Hey man, I was introduced to music through hip hop, and hip hop for me was almost like, from the outside looking in, it was almost like a brotherhood. So I thought, if your bars are nice, if you're the illest, you in this thing, and they accept you. That didn't happen. Trials and tribulations, man, rejection on rejection, egos, personalities, bashing with each other, and opportunities flying all over the place. Taught me that, I actually have to make my own platform and like really provide opportunities for myself as much as I can. And that's why I started Frankfest, So Frankfest is a festival that I made, I started it on the 25th of April. That was crazy. I only had a week of promotion and the venue was filled to the max. Like, it's crazy. And now Frankfest 2 is coming on the 5th of August.
That's crazy.
Yes,
I'd like to actually experience that and see what it's all about.
For sure.
But I noticed something about life is that it's not actually about where, it's not about the destination. I always say that about the journey. It's about the journey of where you're going, because the journey has a lot more stories. It has a lot of in-depth of whatever it is that you're going through. So that's it for me. To you, have a lovely day.
Hey.
I got a gift for you.
Oh yeah, the gift.
Yeah, something special.
Thank you. Don't be opening my thing in front of people. This is a gift from Zulu.
Check it out.
This is a gift from... Oh.
Yeah, check it out.
This is my gum. Oh my God, this is so cool. Purple. Oh, nice.
Color of royalty.
Okay, are you making the shirts? Do you make the shirts?
Yeah, that's
Oh, it's crazy.
Frank
This is it, guys. Frank Zulu the third. I'm gonna be wearing this. I'm kidding. So that's it for me. The journey with Bianca. I hope you're gonna join me again next week, where we're gonna be talking about the journey, what it takes, and what it takes, and what it takes. Bye.